Good evening. This is Tremaine from Mind Over Money, and we are live again tonight. I put a poll in our chat, in our group, for us to figure out what you guys wanted me to talk about tonight, and the topic that won was budgeting for the holidays. So that's what we're going to be discussing. If you are watching this live, you are in the Get Your Money Right 21-Day Challenge group, and if you are watching the replay, somebody who was in that group shared it with you, so feel free to join. We are over 500 strong and growing. So let's jump to it, right? So how to budget for the holidays. Couple things I want to cover. So first, we're going to talk about like setting the amount, right? The first thing you want to do is determine who you are buying gifts for. And so what that means is actually make a list of every person that you want to buy gifts for. If you have a spouse, significant other, children, family that you want to buy gifts for, write everybody's name down. Then you need to set a maximum amount for each person that you're buying gifts for. So whatever that dollar amount is, write that down. Then you need to add it all together. And what you'll find is that the amount is probably too high, so you need to cut it. I would recommend by at least 75, cut it down to about 75% of whatever you found, because you probably can find decent presents in that amount. You don't want to break the bank shopping for the holidays. It is the thought that counts. So now you probably have a more reasonable amount to do your holiday shopping with. So what do we do from here? This depends on how much time you have left before the holiday. So if you are cut the amount or cut the people off, hey, you can do both, because everybody don't need a gift, and you don't have to be the person that buys gifts for everyone. So if you want to cut the amount and cut the people, you'll save even more money. So now we want to figure out, how do we get to the amount that we're trying to save? And this determines when you're starting to save for the holiday. So if you're starting today in October, you have about 2 or 3 months left. Well, you have 2 more months left before the holidays. So you have to divide that amount by the time you have left. So you have October, November, you have 2 months to save that amount. So I highly encourage that you put the funds that you're saving into a separate account so you can see it grow. And that way you won't be tempted to spend it. So let's say you're going to do your holiday shopping on Black Friday. You want to have all the money that you're going to spend saved up by that date. A couple things I want to talk about for purchasing gifts. I have 6 tips. The first one is to use your rewards points. So if you have a credit card that gives you rewards, take advantage of the things you can purchase using those points. You've already spent the money on the card. You have access to these awesome rewards. One thing I like to do is to buy my gift cards using my rewards points, because that's one way to save money while shopping for people who I know are gonna, maybe my brother likes to spend money at Banana Republic. That's an expensive store, and so I might not know exactly what he wants from there, but I know that he likes to shop there. So I'll give him a gift card to Banana Republic. And that might not be something that I have to account for in my budget, because I have rewards points to pay for that. Next tip, take advantage of Black Friday sales. If you are the type of person who can stomach getting up that early and fighting the crowds, definitely take advantage of it. But you want to be mindful of the fine print of these retailers, because a lot of times you'll find that the sale is only from like 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. And so showing up at 8 o'clock does you no justice, because the sale's over and it might be back to the price it was before Black Friday, or even a higher price. Also pay attention to how many items they are selling, because if you get there late and the first 15 items are gone and you're trying to buy number 20, you might not have access to that same deal that was there. So be careful and take note of what actually the sale is, so that you get it, you take advantage of that sale and you don't fall privy to going over your budget because you missed out. Number 3, price check online. Walt says shout out to the coupons. Yeah, shout out to the coupons. Coupons are your friend if you can use them wisely. Price check online before you go to the store. And so if you have the time, shop around at the different retailers and see who has the best deals. Maybe there are some coupons that you can add to checkout to drop your price down even further. And that way you know when you walk into the retailer you're getting the best deal. This one also couples with not shopping at the last minute. When resources are limited, retailers can jack up the price up, and that will cost you to spend more money, especially if you're shopping online, because then you have to pay for expedited shipping, and that further increases the amount you're going to pay for whatever products that you buy. So price check online, and then make sure you're buying in advance where you have plenty of time to look for whatever you're purchasing. The next thing, don't waste money on unwanted or unneeded gifts. What I like to do is the folks that I'm going to buy gifts for, I like for them to make a list of things they want. And I tell them in advance. It doesn't mean that you're getting anything on this list, just so that you have an idea of something they might want. Hopefully, they'll put something on the list that falls in your price range, and then you can surprise them with that. But if there's something on there that might not fall in your price range, you can get an idea of something they might want. So like maybe they want a game system, right? Maybe you and some other family members can pull some money together, and all you guys together collectively purchase a game system. Or maybe you know someone else is going to buy that game system for them, and you buy a game that might fall in your price range to go with the game system. That way you don't have to waste money on a really, really ugly sweater that they're never going to wear, right? We've all gotten gifts that we would give back if we could, if that was a nice thing. But don't do that. Don't give gifts back. My last tip, number 6, is to use Etsy or some other custom site for folks who really enjoy like heartfelt, handcrafted gifts, or even create it yourself if you know that's something the person will like. And this is another great way to personalize gifts and to make them like really show meaning that it comes from your heart. I'm the type of person, I love something that was handmade, but like that might not be everybody that you're dealing with. They appreciate those type of things. So if anybody wants to give me gifts, I like things that are handmade. But really know who you're buying gifts for and like what type of things they like. And if you can't determine the type of things they like, maybe they're not somebody you should be purchasing a gift for anyway. But yeah, so those are my keys to budgeting for the holidays and not breaking the bank. Yes, Etsy is awesome. You need a new gym bag. All right. Amazon has some awesome things on there. But yeah, save your coins wisely and don't break your bank shopping for the holidays. Have a wonderful Monday night. Talk to you guys next week.